So, when I say school sports, what's the first thing that pops into your head? Probably a gym class once a week, maybe the school football team, right? Well, what if physical education was woven into the very fabric of every single school day? Okay, let's dive into this. Just picture it for a second. The morning bell rings, but instead of everyone shuffling to their desks, the entire student body, every single person, pours out into the schoolyard. Music starts to play, and suddenly, hundreds, maybe even thousands of students are all moving in perfect sync. And here's the kicker. This isn't some special performance. It's just Tuesday.
And that's because in China, school sports are about so much more than just being physically fit. They're seen as an absolutely essential part of personal development. It's a tool for building character, for teaching discipline, and for creating a real sense of community. It's a core piece of the whole educational puzzle.
So how does this all actually look in the day-to-day life of a student? Well, it all starts with this daily rhythm, a routine that really sets the tone for everything else. This big morning routine has a name, guǎngbō tǐcāo, which you can translate as broadcast exercises. You'll also hear people call it zǎocāo, which just means morning exercises. This is a nationwide tradition, a shared experience for pretty much every student across the country. The thinking behind this is actually fascinating. It's not just a workout. First off, it's about starting the day with a burst of energy. Makes sense. Second, it's about unity. Imagine moving as one giant group. That's going to build discipline and a feeling of belonging. And third, it's meant to clear the cobwebs, to refresh the mind so you're actually ready to focus and learn in the classroom. And get this, the movement doesn't even stop there. A lot of schools also have what's called kèjiān, or recess exercises. You can think of it like a mandatory stretch break between classes, all designed to help you shake off that mental fatigue and get you ready to dive back into your studies.
Okay, so that's the structured routine. But what about for fun? What are the sports that students are actually playing when they have the choice? Let's take a look at the schoolyard's biggest games.
No huge surprises here. Basketball and soccer are absolutely massive. The source material points out the huge influence of the NBA on why kids love basketball so much. And with soccer, there's a big national push to grow the sport. Then right behind them, you've got table tennis and badminton. And of course, these are sports where China has just historically dominated on the world stage. Now, here's a really crucial point. This passion that starts on the school playground, it's not just stuck there. It's actually connected to a much bigger system that can literally take a student from that playground all the way to a national podium. One of the cornerstones of this whole system is the annual school sports festival. And you gotta understand, this is a huge deal. It feels more like a giant celebration than just a competition. You've got your classic track and field stuff, sure, but you also have events like tug of war, which is all about pure teamwork and school pride. And for those students who really excel, these festivals are just the first step. From there, they can get chosen to represent their school, then maybe their whole region, and potentially even compete at a national level. It's all part of this massive national fitness campaign designed to keep young people active and, to find that next generation of amazing athletic talent. But the world of school sports isn't just stuck in the past. What's really cool is how it's this dynamic mix of deep-rooted traditions and brand new modern trends. Let's see how that plays out. And right here, you can really see that balancing act. On one hand, you have wǔshù, martial arts, which is often part of the school program as a way to connect students directly with Chinese culture and history. But then, on the other hand, you've got sports like tennis. And yep, you're seeing that right, even esports becoming more and more popular. It shows just how much global trends are shaping what kids want to play. So after all is said and done, after the morning exercises, the pickup basketball games, the big sports festivals, what's the real endgame here? What is the real lesson they're trying to teach? Honestly, this quote just nails it. The whole system, from top to bottom, is built on this idea that the sports field is just an extension of the classroom. The goal isn't just to make great athletes, it's to build strong, resilient, and collaborative people. So it's clear these aren't just games, not by a long shot. Learning how to be part of a team, pulling together in a tug of war, or even just the simple discipline of showing up for exercises every single morning, these are all practical lessons in perseverance and cooperation that are meant to stick with you for your entire life. Kinda makes you think, doesn't it? Whether it was learning how to share, how to be a good winner, or maybe more importantly, how to be a good loser, we all learned something out there on the playground.
So, what are the lessons that have really stuck with you?